So here's a fun little story that I haven't told yet. So when I was in college, I was in Providence, Rhode Island, and I was going to. This was at the time when the whole Occupy movement had like just started. So they had one in Providence, Rhode Island, and I was going there like just to kind of check it out and look. Um, I think this was before I started getting into pills. Um, so probably around like my first year of college, and I parked in like a dark parking lot on a dark street. I get on the sidewalk in Providence, Rhode Island. It's like a regular, northeast big city. It's smaller than like Boston, New York, but it's set up like those cities. But so I had to kind of the Occupy thing was kind of in the center of downtown, so I had to park a few blocks away. So anyway, I'm walking on a dark sidewalk, bunch of tall buildings on each side, and I see some people, out in front of me on the opposite side of the street, and I don't think I noticed it, but this girl crossed the street. So, group of bunch of people on one side, girl crosses the street, she's walking towards me, and like we're getting closer and closer. And then, when you're kind of heading towards somebody else and you're walking in the same, walking towards each other, there's kind of like a courtesy thing, you guys, without making any verbal communication, you kind of figure out like, I'm going this way, you're going that way. So I kind of started to do that. Like I saw she was in my path and I kind of started walking this way. And then she went in the path that I like, she got back in my path and I was like, oh, that's weird. I like went back the other way and then she went back in my path. I was like, what the fuck's going on? And like, I'm still kind of, I don't remember exactly what I did, but like eventually like we meet each other and she gets right in my face and she's like, run your pockets, N word. And like, so this like verbal interaction lasted probably less than 5 seconds. It happened very quickly. So she's like, run your pockets, N word. And I was confused. I was like, and then she said it again. She's like, run your pockets, motherfucker. And I was still, I think, just not enough time. I like was trying to process what was going on. And then out of nowhere, she swings and she punches me in the jaw. Now, it was accurate. She hit me right in the chin, but her arms weren't, she was a little bit shorter than me. Her arms weren't too long. So her elbow kind of locked too soon and she didn't really she didn't punch through my chin. She kind of just like, didn't graze it. Like I said, she connected, but it was kind of like, I don't know, a little bit of a tap. I mean, I think I had a bruise, but obviously didn't knock me out. And then like I realized, okay, so this is kind of a shitty situation. And I think I juked her and like, yeah, that's when I went to the other side. So I juked her to the right and then I ran, and this whole time she's alone with me on one side and there's a group of like 7, 8 or 9 other people. It was some kind of gang initiation thing, I think, because like the other people were just kind of watching and I think like she was trying to prove herself and like trying to mug some white dude in the city. So I juked her to the right and ran through them down the middle of the street. The other group's on my right, she's on my left, and she's chasing after me. And like I was playing college soccer at the time. Like I wasn't big. I was never, when I was that young, I wasn't as big as I am, like upper body wise as I am now. So like, I was wearing baggy pants, so I didn't seem that intimidating, but I don't think they expected me to be quite as fast and agile as I was. But she was like chasing after me and I was just like, I just jogged. I was just looking back like, what the fuck? And like, and I made eye contact, like she was pissed. And, I was kind of looking at her as I was running and she eventually gave up and then I kind of turned around and I saw, this is another reason why I thought it was a gang initiation thing, because I made eye contact with one of the other guys, it was mostly dudes. I made eye contact with him and he like kind of smiled and like, I don't know. I don't know what he was thinking, but it was almost like he almost like a smile out of respect for like me being able to negotiate my way out of the situation. But Anyway, and then I kind of just went on with my night and did my thing. Probably told that story to a couple people. You know, I didn't really talk to very many people there. I was just kind of seeing what was going on, but yeah, crazy. Like, I don't know, whole situation only lasted about a minute, but pretty wild and could have ended up a whole lot worse. You know, Providence, Rhode Island, the Northeast, they have liberal gun laws, so I don't know if any of them were strapped. Um, you know, like I said, I don't think they were really looking to really get money. It seemed like she was trying to prove herself. But anyway, just a cool little story, something crazy that happened to me when I was younger. Catch you guys in the next one.